Hello, welcome to this new YouTube series on NBA 2K. Lachlan 2612 Sports Channel here, and we are going to be doing an NBL season series. We're going to be seeing how the NBL will fare from season 2 from 2021 right through to 2050. Let's see who'll be the new champ, who'll be the new NBL champions in each time. Who'll be dynasties, who'll be a dynasty, and which teams will become future dynasties. But first, we got the 2021-2022 season. Well, hang on. Checking to see in this scenario, in this sim, if injuries are on. We'll be needing backups just in case if injuries happen. Anyways, let's get cracking onto it. So far, it's looking good, right? Looking good to begin with for the 36ers. The only time they managed to lose was against the Perth Wildcats. Once we go through the simulation, let's check the stats. Let's check to see who made the All-Star team and how the awards went. It should make this to be an interesting season. In the NBL. Still simulating towards the end of the season. Starting to pick up some losses. Let's check the awards. Well, it's Zach Delmenico who won the MVP. Lachlan Brown, Rookie of the Year. Ariel Hukporti, Sixth Man of the Year for Melbourne Tigers. Jabari Parker, Defensive Player of the Year on the Gold Coast Rollers. Luke Kennard, Most Improved Player while playing for the Newcastle Falcons. And Quinn Snyder, the 36ers coach, is your Coach of the Year. Derek Rose comes into the first team. Look at that. What a year for the 36ers. Let's check the player stats real quick. Reach your teams. For the 36ers, Lachlan Brown, he's been averaging 19 and 11 at power forward. Zach Delmenico, 16 a game, with 7 rebounds and 5 and 6 assists. Trey Bennett, 15 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. Derek Rose, 15 points, 7 assists. Sam Gagora, 15 points a game and 8 assists a game. Dwight Howard, 11 and 7. LeBron James, he's not used to the NBL. He's more used to averaging 20, 30 a game in the NBA. He's not used to the level of the NBL. Let's check the standings real quick. In the Northern Conference, we've got the Sydney Kings. They've won 72 games in the regular season. Well, the Northern Conference has gotten boring. Brisbane and Gold Coast second and third, respectively. Cairns managed to win 43 games. Illawarra made it 41 and 41. The Canberra Cannons, they made the playoffs with a 35 and 47 record. The West Sydney Razorbacks, they've won 31 games and lost 51. The Sunshine Coast Suns, they made it through with just 26 wins on the board. Townsville Crocodiles have won 25. Not a good year for Townsville. As for Newcastle, they won 24 games. The Southern Conference isn't that much interesting. The 36ers won 75 games. Perth Wildcats win 56. Geelong Supercats, they've won 50 games. New Zealand Breakers, 47 and 35. Port Adelaide Magic, 46 and 36. Southeast Melbourne Phoenix, soon to be named the East Melbourne Phoenix, because South Melbourne Dragons are set to come into the NBL, 42 and 40. North Melbourne Giants made it to the playoffs with a 39 and 43 record. The Melbourne Tigers, they've won 28 games. All those out of the playoffs are the Tasmania Jack Jumpers and the Fremantle Sonics. Now we head to the playoffs. Simulate through this game. Well, we are about to see a couple of sweeps on the way. Oh, just to think, might be time to get the brooms out. Might be time to get the brooms out soon between the Geelong Supercats and the Southeast Melbourne Phoenix. As we might be seeing Geelong go through to the next round. Oh, hang on, the Southeast Melbourne Phoenix keep the series alive. And now here in the Sunshine Coast, town of Noosa. And it looks like that is it. Sydney Kegs. All they're just going to do now is run down the clock.
At the line for the Kings, Carmelo Anthony. Taking 2 shots.
It's safe to say it's game over.
That's good from Anthony. You know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a...
It's him for the rest of the game. And that is it. The Southeast Melbourne, the Sunshine Coast Suns are the first team in this NBL season out of the playoffs. Next up, we've got the Supercats versus the Phoenix and Geelong. Could the Phoenix exit Geelong with the win? Oh, what? They're not throwing in the towel yet. Next up, I've got the Gold Coast Brawlers taking on the Canberra Cannons. Can the Gold Coast advance their way through to the playoffs? It's just their first year back. Look at the sea of green here in the Gold Coast.
Seconds left in the fourth. They've got Jabari Parker, and it's T in at the 2-guard.
Oh, what a dunk by Hiram Harris.
Go ahead, John Wall.
It's tipped, and it's out of bounds.
And it's all over. The Gold Coast Rollers are going to the next round. That means it's bye-bye to Canberra Cannons. They have been eliminated. Next up, we got the North Melbourne Giants. Well, can they keep their series alive against Perth? And that's the rematch of the 1995 NBL Grand Final that the Perth Wildcats managed to win. Won 38 plays, 102. That's all she wraps up, folks. Perth Wildcats. They're going to play. They're going to play either Geelong or Southeast Melbourne in the next round.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Wow.
You're going defense to offense in an instant.
Well, the North Melbourne Giants, that's not a good... That was a sour way to get eliminated. Well, I don't have any footage of the West Sydney Razorbacks getting eliminated by the Brisbane Bullets. The Bullets have sent the Cannons home, have sent the Razorbacks home. Let's make this one a bit interesting. Well, the Phoenix win Game 6. We got the Port Adelaide Magic. Can they close out? Can they close out this series against the New Zealand Breakers? Can they close it out? Or will the Breakers send it to Game 7 here in Port Adelaide? Here at the Adelaide Entertainment Centre.
There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter here.
The Karen.
Fournier is out there with Pat Connaughton.
Besto.
And it's Carey in at the 5, roaming the paint.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over that break I was able to catch the message that the visiting team coach
Bledsoe, 48.
his guys, telling them, quote, just continue to run through
New Zealand might still be in the playoffs. Sana, Bridges.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Now here's Bridges. Yes!
Big
Saw.
bucket to put him in front.
Can he keep the magic?
Everything into their D and come up with a big stop. It's never
Besto. Son, oh, it's a foul by the Breakers.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
The Carrot's been fouled by Bledsoe. He's become a revelation since moving to Port Adelaide.
Cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. At the line for 2. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Pass to Connaughton.
Romeo Langford, formerly of the Boston Celtics, keeps the series alive for New Zealand.
Performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And the coach pretty smart.
They're not going to be the only team in New Zealand for long, as they're going to be getting a second team in New Zealand, Wellington.
And so the road team gets the W in this one.
New Zealand
Force a winner-take-all.
are still in it. But for that to happen, I have to ensure the Melbourne Tigers win Game 6. Who will win this one, Illawarra or Cairns? Well, it seems like Illawarra winning so far. Here in Wollongong. Here in what?
Here's McCall. Trains the three-pointer.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer.
Hey,
It's not enough.
Rathner
He needs
Mays.
more help.
Throwing.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And that's going to wrap it up for Cairns. They're not going to be playing in the next round of the playoffs. And that means Illawarra will be having their New South Wales derby against Sydney in the second round. The Northern Conference bracket playoffs is barely interesting. But the Southern Conference, it's becoming more of a case of game. It's more of a case of game on. We are here in Geelong. Oh my word. The Geelong Super Cats. Are they going to bottle it? Or will they soldier on to the second round to face the Perth Wildcats?
From deep. And that one comes off the assist.
It's all over.
Man, I like
It's all over here in Geelong.
stroke of Ross. Gets
The
it
Southeast
off.
Melbourne Phoenix have been eliminated.
Terrific form.
Carter Williams. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Westbrook outside. Nails it.
And guys,
It's all over.
it's gotta be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a
The Phoenix have been eliminated.
Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
And with that win,
Well, that's their playoff. That's their comeback hopes gone. We're going to simulate the game between the Breakers and the Magic. Will Port Adelaide stay in the series or will New Zealand? Get their eyes on the It's close! It's really close here in New Zealand. Will the Breakers go through?
Here's Sutter.
The Magic are through to round 2!
And they have sprayed
They're going to the Southern Conference semi-finals!
by a little and finally now taking the lead.
And they do it. They'll move on to round 2. Thrilling fashion, guys, taking round 1 in what certainly will go down.
They're going to be playing either the Adelaide 36ers or the Melbourne Tigers in the next round. They'll be certainly open to the Tigers, the last remaining team from Melbourne in this playoff series, will go through. 45 seconds left here in Adelaide. Well, 36ers this series has gone to game 7.
44 seconds left in the fourth.
Golding.
It's a three-pointer.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from
Dre
outside.
Bennett.
You see more teams doing this nowadays. We all are firmly entrenched in the era of the three-ball.
They've got Derrick Rose. And it's Brown in at the power forward position.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
I got it.
Such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. We wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
Well, it looks like the Melbourne Tigers are out. That's it for Melbourne. The Tigers are out of the playoffs after they put up a good fight against the 36ers. It means the Kings, the Bullets, the Wildcats, and the 36ers take out game one. Well, then the Rollers and the Supercats have leveled things up. The Rollers take a 2-1 lead against the Bullets. Will this be a point where Illawarra season soldiers on, or will it come to an end? Will the Sydney Kings advance to the third round to take on either the Brisbane Bullets or the Gold Coast Rollers? Tomboya, Mello.
They lead by one. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, you have to do that. You can't just let them...
114 to 112.
Bringing the passion to the floor, no matter what's going on around.
Reef.
He's still going to be a gamer.
Nah.
Absolute must here.
Can't come away.
Harvey.
Yes!
Remember that one.
Tyler Harvey makes it.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest
No,
shot?
gets it back.
Here's Harvey, guarded by Harris.
And obviously his...
Tyler Harvey keeps Illawarra in the series.
here tonight.
Yeah, the coach
Anthony
zoning
Tomboya.
him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Count it!
Gary Harris.
Yeah, that's all you can do. Gary Harris rises up in rhythm, still knocks it down.
Formerly with the Denver Nuggets and the Orlando Magic. Now with the Sydney Kings. Makes the shot. Now it's up to Illawarra to keep this series alive.
So they've got
It's
to
over.
move on. And with the four-game sweep, they steamrolled their way through round two. Now, Greg,
The Sydney Kings.
conference finals on the highest note.
To that point,
They are one step closer to making the NBL Grand Final.
of the season. They're going to have some downtime before the next round, but as well...
Sydney Kings, they've won 72 games alongside the 36ers, who've won 75. It's the battle of the 36ers owners. The old owners are now owning the Magic, while the new owners, Nicole Borzillo and company, are now owning the Adelaide, also known as Gapture, are now going to be owning the Adelaide 36ers owners. Del
34
Medico,
seconds left in the fourth
Derek
quarter.
Rose.
Rose with the bucket.
It's all over.
Sometimes Derrick Rose is usually hit or miss.
Port Adelaide Magic are out of the playoffs.
Here's B. The shot goes down. Very quick possession.
Well, that's it for CJ Bruton's Magic. Eliminated by his successor Quinn Snyder and his Adelaide 36ers. The 36ers are one game away from the Holy Grail. Can the Brisbane Bullets make this series interesting? Let's sim this Bruce Simcast. Let's see how to put. Let's see. This is the battle of the cats, the Super Cats, from Geelong and the Wildcats from Perth. The winner will face the 36ers. The loser is out.
Here's James. Launches a three. Shot's good.
It's all over.
Taking the play. And the
Alice of Geelong makes 5 quick threes to make this game interesting. Robinson!
Along the way, put on quite a show.
And, you know, everybody in the building knows this is a wrap. Done deal.
Geelong, could Geelong be coming back from this?
Johnson is out there with Terrence Ross.
They're the last remaining Victorian team in this playoff series.
And it's Drummond in at the pivot.
It's not been a good playoffs for Victoria.
Times it up when he goes after those rejections. Well done. Great idea to pull up and take the transition three there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
And it's sent back.
Another block.
Not enough ticks left.
Westbrook.
Tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed.
Oh, Geelong are starting to make this game interesting.
And that's an intentional foul. And no good is the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
Chris Paul plays with a competitive fire that is actually infectious. I mean,
Jerome Robinson. Dropped by the Clippers in 2018. Got it.
Adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now.
Another foul by Geelong. They're fouling to run down the clock.
found the right formula to break down the defense.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And no good on the second free throw. So he goes 0 for 2 there.
And it's all
Terrence Ross, pull it up.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be
114, 114.
finally they've been able to
Could this game go to overtime?
what a comeback and what a finish we have in store.
And their greatest enemy during that
Will
comeback,
Perth,
they can finally stop.
will Perth get the job done?
And start thinking about how to win this thing now.
And stolen by Drummond.
Well, they're going to overtime.
Regulation. So we are headed to overtime. Don't go in. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest.
What a game 6 this has turned out to be.
Here we go.
All fueled up and ready to go.
Let's see how the Wildcats will get on at overtime. And that will just about wrap up Geelong's season. The Super Cats are eliminated. That means the Perth Wildcats will be facing the Adelaide 36ers. We've got one last game, Brisbane and Gold Coast in Game 7. Who will go through? Will it be the Gold Coast Rollers? Or will it be the Brisbane Bullets? It's been a back and forth series. Will the Gold Coast Rollers? Do look what the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Golden State Warriors did in 2016. Blew a 3-1 lead.
There's 21 seconds left.
Patterson! Brisbane are still alive! Cousins! Whoa!
High right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes.
That's Robert Frakes. Harrison.
What a game.
Harrison finds Moses.
To the middle. Here's Harrison.
Harrison!
This arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been
Bullets 125. Blaze 123. Rolls 124.
Here's Parker. Oh, the all-or-nothing.
Oh, the Gold Coast Rollers. They are going to be the NBL meme right now. They blew a 3-1 lead.
But with this victory, they've wrapped this series up and are moving on.
Remember this, the 2022 NBL playoffs. The Gold Coast Rollers blew a 3-1 lead against Brisbane.
Time for us to say goodbye. We hope you enjoyed our second round coverage of the NBA Western Conference playoff.
They're going to remember that for years to come. Said for game 1, it is the 36ers who won the first game. The Sydney Kings go home against Brisbane. 36ers win game 2. Sydney Kings win game 2. Perth Wildcats and the Brisbane Bullets are making starting to make the series interesting. Oh wow, Sydney Kings, the Brisbane Bullets. This series is getting interesting. Sydney and Adelaide win game 5. Let's send Miss Bruce cast. Perth come back. Well, looks like that might be it for Brisbane. Their NBL season is just about done and dusted. As the Sydney Kings are going to advance to the grand final to tackle either Adelaide or Perth.
On the court right now for the Kings, Marcus Saul is out there with Doumbouya. Then it's Anthony. And there's Fultz. And it's Wade in at the 2.
Gasol, Markel Fultz. He's been tearing it up since leaving the NBA.
It's got to be nice to have that combination of...
So either for Brisbane, the Bullets are out. And that means the Sydney Kings are going to reach the grand final, taking on either the Adelaide 36ers or the Perth Wildcats in a do-or-die Game 7 in the Southern Conference playoffs. Who's going to be crowned the champion of the Southern Conference? The Northern Conference champions were the Sydney Kings. Who's going to win the South? Will it be Perth or will it be Adelaide? Will the 36ers get to their first NBA final since 2018?
They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, just a
Will the 30
situation to stop them.
So the first one drops.
Will the 36ers edge closer to their first title in 20 years? Or will the Perth Wildcats continue their dominant run throughout the years?
No good from three-point range.
Big offensive board.
Oh,
Milk that clock even more now. Shooting for the home team.
And no good as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he can't get the second one to drop either.
Scott Morrison, you had one job. You had the job to get the Perth Wildcats into the finals, and you blew it. Just like your Prime Minister, just like your time as Prime Minister, you blew it.
Trophy, and this puts them in great position to make history.
And it's been exciting for us to watch their progress throughout the season, Graham.
And now they're so close, BA, to completing their mission. It's easy to look ahead. But winning the East is such a major accomplishment in and of itself. We hope they'll take the time...
The Adelaide 36ers are going to play in the grand final against the Sydney Kings. Game 1 in Adelaide. 36ers win 1, take the win. Kings steal home court advantage. 36ers steal it back with a win in Sydney. The Sydney Kings win game 4. 36ers take out game 5 in Adelaide. 36ers take out game 5 in Adelaide. The Kings take out game 6 in Sydney. And now we got game 7. Can the Sydney Kings? Can Sydney be the new Kings of the NBL? Or will it be the Adelaide 36ers? Come on, backhand jump. Wide.
There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Doumbouya. Over Brown.
Oh my word! What's the Kings coach doing? What's the Sydney Kings coach doing?
Doumbouya is out there with Marcus Saul. Then it's D.
Is he trying to get Marcus Gasol to shoot threes? When he cannot shoot threes at all? Gasol, Wade,
One item that stood out.
Harris, Dumboya. Back to Gasol.
Makes it really hard to defend.
Now here's Gasol.
See, not a smart move. Domenico. Howard. Brown.
Passes it to Bennett.
Vasiljevic. Gasol. Back to Wade. Gives it off to Gasol. Wade.
Here's T.
Vasiljevic.
And a closer
He gets
look
it.
at the hustle stats.
128 to 127. Derrick Rose. Delmenico. Bennett. Delmenico. Got it.
Their second chance points have been a story all night as well.
46.3 seconds left on the clock. Dwayne Wade
And so it's
gives it off to Demoya. Second Demoya.
Crosses over. And there's the
Blocked. What a block.
Possession.
Brownie.
To Bennett.
Trey Bennett. Kicks it back in the corner to Brown.
Knocks down the three.
Oh my word. Lachlan Brown can shoot threes.
At a big time
When he's
this is why
when three-pointers are his weak point.
And they get
Tom Boyle with the rebound. Will he get the three? Yes, he does. Sydney Kings are trying to get back in this. Sydney Kings are trying to close out the series. What an exciting NBL Grand Finals this is turning out to be.
Whether to pass it, he's your catalyst.
Will this be the year of Adelaide, or will it be Sydney's year to take it all?
19 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and Gary Harris is going to pick up the foul. And
Trey
so he
Bennett.
picked up his final foul.
Got it.
For the rest of this
It's all over for Gary Harris. That means Bruce is going to be playing point guard
It's a three-point game.
for the rest of its game. We're in the last 19 seconds. Quinn Snyder. He's got the 36ers back into the playoffs after 5 years. He's ready. He's giving his team a team talk. Heading into the last few minutes, seconds. Will he be the first 36ers championship coach since Phil Smythe back in 2002? Vasiljevic!
Seconds left in the fourth.
That's just about ruined it.
Why you give Gasol
Almost.
a lot of touches. He's a terrific decision maker with the ball in his
Oh no! Bennett! Dre! What are you doing?
He's kicking his
Running out of bounds! This could potentially get the Sydney Kings a win!
No telling how that
This could potentially give Sydney the championship! For the first time since 2005! Vasiljevic!
Seconds left.
Blocked! Bennett! Passes! Howard!
Pass to Bennett.
Domenico! Bennett! Bennett! Bennett!
Win it.
Bennett! The Sixers have won the title! 20 years! They finally done it! Champions at last!
This is all the meetings.
First time since 2002! The Adelaide 36ers have won the NBL
win the NBA championship.
in an interesting 7-game series. What a playoff grind they've had. They won in 7 games against the Melbourne Tigers. They beat their arch rivals 4-0 from the other side of town. They beat Perth 4-3. And now they've done it there against Sydney. Look at the 36ers players cheering. Commiserations to the Sydney Kings, but as always next season. What about that? Adelaide have done it. They are your 2022 NBL champions. Will they stay in the same form next season?
Your Bill Russell, Finals MVP.
What an awesome moment for him in front of his fans.
How about that?
Hard work rewarded.
And that is
What a moment from Dre Bennett.
validation.
Now you folks have been
He's becoming the new Prince of Adelaide basketball. He's won the championship for his hometown. And Lachlan Brown is your finals MVP. That will just about wrap up season 1.